Imagine walking into your own business and being treated like you don't belong. That's exactly what happens when Rachel Carter, a self-made millionaire and CEO of a luxury car dealership, decides to visit one of her showrooms undercover. Dressed casually and without the usual entourage, she wants to see how her staff treats everyday customers. But what starts as a simple visit quickly takes a shocking turn. The moment Rachel steps onto the showroom floor, she's met with cold stares and dismissive attitudes. The salespeople barely acknowledge her, and when she finally asks about a high-end sports car, one of them chuckles, sizing her up before saying, "Asterisk, this car is way out of your budget." Asterisk, another employee whispers to a co-worker, assuming she's wasting their time. Rachel, known for her patience, plays along, watching, listening, and taking mental notes. But when things escalate, and she's flat out humiliated in front of other customers, she realizes it's time to reveal the truth. What happens next is something no one in that showroom could have expected. The employees who look down on her are about to learn a lesson they'll never forget. Will Rachel fire them on the spot? Will she test them further? Stay tuned, because what she does next is absolutely shocking. Rachel takes a deep breath, holding back the urge to reveal who she really is, at least not yet. Instead, she continues playing the part of an unqualified customer, asking more questions about the car. The salesman, a tall man with an expensive watch and an air of arrogance, barely hides his impatience. Asterisk, look, lady. Asterisk, he sighs. Asterisk, this car isn't for just anyone. Maybe you should check out something more affordable. Asterisk, the condescending tone in his voice is impossible to miss. Rachel notices other customers being treated differently, especially those who look the part. A well-dressed man walks in moments later, and the same salesman rushes to greet him with a wide smile, offering coffee, eager to make a sale. The difference in treatment couldn't be more obvious. Rachel's jaw tightens, but she keeps her cool. She glances around, spotting a young female employee at the back. Unlike the others, she hasn't ignored Rachel. In fact, she looks uncomfortable, as if she knows what's happening isn't right. Rachel makes a mental note of her. Then, as she turns back to the salesman, he does something that crosses the line, something so blatant, so offensive, it leaves Rachel speechless for a moment. But just when he thinks he's won, Rachel decides it's time to make her move. And no one in that showroom is ready for what's coming next. Rachel watches as the salesman smirks, his confidence growing as he assumes she's just another customer he can dismiss. But then he does something that takes things to another level. He waves his hand at her like she's invisible and turns to another employee. Asterisk, can you get security? I think we have someone wasting our time. Asterisk, he says, loud enough for other customers to hear. A few chuckles ripple through the showroom. Rachel's heart pounds, not with embarrassment, but with disbelief. This is her company, her showroom, and she's being pushed out like she doesn't belong. She glances toward the young female employee again, and this time their eyes meet. There's a flicker of recognition, but before the woman can say anything, another salesman steps in. Asterisk, actually, sir, I was about to assist her. Asterisk, the young woman says hesitantly. Rachel notices the nervousness in her voice, as if she knows she's risking something by stepping in. The first salesman scoffs, shaking his head. Asterisk, be my guest, but don't waste too much time. She's not buying anything. Asterisk. Rachel decides to test this young woman. Asterisk, I'm actually very interested in this car. Asterisk, she says, her voice calm but firm. Asterisk, can you tell me more about it? Asterisk, the woman nods quickly and launches into a detailed explanation, one that proves she knows her stuff. Unlike the others, she doesn't judge Rachel based on her appearance. But before Rachel can continue, another problem arises. The showroom manager, a sharp-dressed man in his 50s, walks over, his expression unreadable. He eyes Rachel, then glances at the first salesman. Asterisk, is there a problem here? Asterisk, he asks, his voice low but authoritative. Rachel remains silent for a moment, letting the tension hang in the air. She could reveal the truth right now, put an end to this entire charade, but something tells her to wait, because what happens next might expose more than just bad customer service. The manager stands with his arms crossed, eyes narrowing at Rachel. There's a pause just long enough to make the air feel heavier. The first salesman straightens up, sensing backup. Asterisk. She's been looking at cars way out of her price range. Asterisk, he says, chuckling. Asterisk, I was just trying to help her be realistic. Asterisk. Rachel studies the manager's face, searching for any sign of fairness. But instead of correcting the salesman, he nods slightly. Asterisk, ma'am, if you're serious about a purchase, we'd be happy to discuss financing options more suited to your needs. Asterisk, his words are smooth, professional, but the underlying message is clear. He doesn't think she belongs here either. Rachel lets the words sink in. The assumptions, the dismissal, the lack of respect in a business she built from the ground up. She glances at the young female employee, who shifts uncomfortably, clearly aware of how wrong this all is but afraid to speak up. Rachel understands that fear. She was once in that position too, before she fought her way to the top. Just then, a new voice breaks through the tension. Asterisk, excuse me, is there a problem here? Asterisk, a man in a sleek navy suit walks in, holding a tablet. He's from corporate, one of Rachel's top executives. The moment the manager sees him, his expression changes. Suddenly, there's nervousness. Rachel watches as the manager straightens his posture. He doesn't know yet. He doesn't realize that the very woman he just dismissed is the owner of everything around him. The employees exchange glances, sensing a shift but not understanding why. Rachel takes one step forward, her heart steady now. She's waited long enough. The moment of truth is coming, and no one in that showroom is prepared for what happens next. The air in the showroom shifts. The manager's confidence wavers as he watches the corporate executive step forward, his expression unreadable. The first salesman, still oblivious, smirks and folds his arms. Asterisk, go, great. Asterisk, he mutters. Asterisk, now we've got corporate here. Guess we're all wasting our time today. Asterisk. Rachel remains silent, letting the tension build. The young female employee watches nervously, as if sensing something bigger is about to unfold. Then, just as the manager opens his mouth to smooth things over, the executive clears his throat. Asterisk. Before we continue, I'd like to introduce you to some of your own. Asterisk, he says, gesturing toward Rachel. The manager barely spares her a glance, assuming she's unimportant. But then the executive says something that makes the entire room freeze. Asterisk. This is Rachel Carter, CEO and owner of this dealership. Asterisk. For a second, there's nothing but silence. Then, the color drains from the manager's face. The first salesman stares, his smirk disappearing as realization hits. Other employees shift uncomfortably, exchanging nervous glances. The customers in the showroom, some of whom had watched Rachel get dismissed, now look at her with wide eyes. But before anyone can react, Rachel speaks, her voice calm but firm. Asterisk, I came in today to see how customers are treated when no one's watching. And I have to say, I'm disappointed. Asterisk. Just when it seems like this is the breaking point, another voice interrupts. A deep, authoritative voice from behind. Asterisk, Rachel Carter, I need to have a word with you. Asterisk. Rachel turns slowly. A man in a dark suit stands at the entrance, his expression serious. He isn't from the dealership. He isn't from corporate. And the moment Rachel sees him, she realizes this just got much bigger than she ever expected. The room is dead silent as all eyes turn to the man at the entrance. His suit is crisp, his stance firm. Rachel recognizes him instantly. David Lawson, an investigator she'd hired months ago to audit her dealerships. She hadn't expected to see him here today, but the serious look on his face tells her something is wrong. The manager shifts uncomfortably, glancing between Rachel and the investigator. The first salesman, still stunned from learning who Rachel really is, mutters, asterisk what's going on no. Asterisk no one answers. David steps forward, lowering his voice but making sure everyone hears. Asterisk Rachel, we need to talk privately. Asterisk. Rachel doesn't break eye contact. Asterisk, whatever it is, say it here. Asterisk. David hesitates, then sighs. Asterisk. We found evidence of fraud in this dealership. Overcharging customers, fake fees, even sales being manipulated to boost commissions. And from the reports we pulled, asterisk, he turns toward the manager. Asterisk, it all leads back to you. Asterisk. Gasps ripple through the showroom. The manager's face goes pale. Asterisk, that's ridiculous, asterisk, he stammers. Asterisk. Don't know what you're talking about. Asterisk. Rachel crosses her arms, her voice sharp now. Asterisk, really? Because I was just treated like I didn't belong here. I was lied to, ignored, and pushed aside. And now, you're telling me the same people mistreating customers are also stealing from them, asterisk. The manager opens his mouth, but no words come out. The first salesman takes a step back, as if distancing himself from the fallout. The young female employee looks between Rachel and David, her expression a mix of shock and quiet relief. Rachel exhales, letting the weight of the moment settle. Asterisk, I built this company to be different, to give people a fair experience, no matter who they are. But today, I saw the opposite. Asterisk, she looks directly at the manager. Asterisk, you're done here. Effective immediately. Asterisk. Security steps forward as the manager protests, but it's over. Employees whisper, customers watch, and the first salesman suddenly seems very aware of how replaceable he is. Then, just when it seems like everything is wrapped up, David clears his throat. Asterisk, one more thing, Rachel. We found something else in the records. Something unusual. Asterisk. Rachel frowns. Asterisk, what do you mean? Asterisk. David hesitates before holding out his tablet. Asterisk, let's just say this problem might be bigger than just one dealership. Asterisk. Rachel looks at the screen, and her expression shifts. What she sees changes everything. Rachel stares at the tablet, her expression unreadable. The numbers, reports, and transactions tell a story far worse than she expected. This wasn't just one dishonest dealership. This was a network of corruption stretching across multiple locations. She exhales slowly, then turns to David. Asterisk, I want a full investigation. Every dealership, every record. No one gets away with this. Asterisk. David nods, already making notes. The weight of the situation settles in, but Rachel doesn't let it shake her. Instead, she looks around the showroom, at the employees now whispering, at the first salesman who suddenly looks uneasy, and at the young woman who stood up for her when no one else did. Rachel walks up to her. Asterisk, what's your name? Asterisk. Asterisk, Emily. Asterisk, the woman says hesitantly. Rachel smiles. Asterisk, Emily, I remember when I was in your position. It takes courage to do what's right. I need more people like you. Asterisk. Emily's eyes widen. Asterisk, are you offering me a promotion? Asterisk. Rachel nods. Asterisk, you've earned it. Asterisk. As security escorts the manager out, Rachel takes one last look at the place she built. There's work to do, but one thing is clear, things will never be the same again.